Hello, welcome to Leaf's Odyssey. This is a game that I saw another streamer playing, and it looked kind of fun. It reminds me of Drod, which it is in the credits here, Deadly Rooms of Death, a very old puzzle game that I guess they've continued to work on. There's newer holds and stuff for that, newer mechanics and holds and games released in that Drod series, but the one I played was the the one after basically the DOS version. There was a DOS version, Webfoot Drod, and I played basically Caravel Drod or something. I forget what it was called exactly, but it was back when I was in junior high. So Drod I hold near and dear to my heart. It was basically a pure puzzle game, but it has, so everything's turn-based, no reflexes required, but it did have combat, which seems to be rare in pure puzzle games these days, and this game has combat, so that excites me. All right, so let's get going. Move left, S, W, right? That's interesting. They want me to... Oh, and then now we've got Wasad. Interesting. Is it because I was using S and W to go up and down in the menu, but I hadn't pressed left or right yet? Fascinating. Very interesting. All right. And hold down the button. There's a little delay. Sure. Tower of Destiny ahead, follow road. Okay. And I will admit to having seen some of these puzzles already. Play the games, interactions, right. And so there's a little book here that will tell you observations about sort of game elements. I will likely not be reading this too much unless I get stuck. I'll kind of treat it like a hint page or something. Whether or not it's actually going to give me enough to, beat the level is another thing entirely. But got a little bump animation, sure. How's the good? The move queuing is good. I can press buttons as fast as I want. This is all promising. All right, we've got move into bump attacks and wait, so sort of roguelike-y. Sure. I have played enough roguelikes that I understand this concept. We need a green key. Can I press space on this? No, it's just X. Interesting. Do I have undo? I do have undo. All right. Need a key there. We've got a breakable wall. All right, and I think these are like monster doors in Drod, and you need to kill all the monsters to progress. Great. Looks like some more monster manipulation here. This is... Ooh, why didn't he go up here? Interesting. I'm not sure if that works like Drod or not. I feel like in Drod that monster would have gone up. Oh, but it's because Drod has diagonal movement. Huh. So I guess in the case where it wants to move diagonally and it can't, it seems to continue in its current direction? Perhaps? Sure, we can work with that. Great. Ooh, I want to check if there's undo after death. There is. Cool. Great. Onward and upward. All right, so we have a trap door here. What's the idea? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so it looks like the trick here is that we need to be standing on that door, I think, at the end, because it's down, and it looks like it's gonna go up when the, when the monster's killed. Oh, that's interesting. It's got highlighting. Cool. But we have these breakable walls in the way, and every time we do that, we're gonna lose a turn. Yeah. So we basically had to make space to be able to get across. Cute. Another puzzle with the same conceit here. This time we have to make a space somewhere down here. And this is 5 tiles, so I assume we need to be 5 away because each of these loses us a space. Ooh, I even think that these little tiles here are telling you how far it needs to be. It's giving you like a measuring stick. That's cute. Okay. So how do I do this? Did I screw anything up already? No. Okay. So I think we go here, we go down to get that space. Then we can get space here. And is that enough? No. So just to prove that. Yeah. So we need basically 1 space per cracked wall. Interesting. So did that work? So that was kind of it. So basically, well, okay, time out. What is that? I tried it here first. And I press down, down, down. This doesn't work because once he's vertically aligned with me, he starts moving towards me. Whereas here, I have more space, I guess? Right, because I never have to move right here, so that he's not getting a square closer to me. So this should be the right length. Oh, but I didn't think about this. Interesting. Okay, and if we wait here, it's not going to work because this little guy is now 4 away from us. So we're 1 short this way. Interesting. So what would fix that? This is too... I see. I see. So I think I need to do it up here. Because then... when we... Oh, it's already moving down. Is that the difference? And here he was moving horizontally, so he continues to want to move horizontally. Weird. Whereas here, since his last move was vertical, he follows me vertically. That's wild. Very interesting setup here. Already sort of into some esoteric mechanics here. Which is kind of cool. We're like exploring the edge cases of like the three elements we have. We have like doors and monsters, and that's about it. And trapdoors to force one ways, basically. Oh, and the broken walls as well. Sure. Cool. All right, so that's one of our keys. This wall has reformed. Sure. Brawl. All right, this looks like a combat room. That is not going to work. We're going to be attacked on both sides. So, can't go down here. And so we can't take this attack, so we gotta go here. Similarly, can't take this attack. We're gonna be surrounded pretty well. So we're gonna have to move up, get into a corner. We have just enough time to do that. Take care of you, take care of you. Oop. Sure. And we have dudes here. Well, aren't you a problem? Okay, so where did you start there? No, you started here. And so, I see, when I waited here, you went up. So really, I just need to keep moving here until you're blocked off. Perfect. And then I think here I probably need to move up to get you first. I think otherwise I would have got surrounded. Cool. We have racetrack. All right. It looks like we have a similar concept here. We have a monster that's going to be largely or like we need to keep moving to keep this guy from getting into this little crevice here. So let's move sideways, get this guy out. We move down, but we're not going to be able to stop until... Ooh, this is interesting. So we need to extract this dude. Okay, and so we'll have to keep going down from here, and then they'll just be all in a line, it looks like. And then we've stopped here to keep the snake. Is this a snake? What are you? A flying snake, okay. Yeah, to keep this snake here, we had to fight all these on this square. And now we can, I guess, progress. And then you've started moving. And we want to trap you here because this little hook is not good for us. And then once we move down here, this guy's gonna start moving too. So we almost need to get up here. Wait. Oh, but then how do you... I see. Tricky trapdoor there. Oh, but we're out of time. Alright, how did I do this? We move up here. What if we just race all the way... Oh, and we can get here just in time for this snake to be aligned with us. Now we can wait, get the snake over there. Great. Alright. Already pretty tricky puzzles. Like I said, sort of corner cases already we're dealing with. But I do feel like I've learned a lot about snake movement from this level. Alright, so this is clearly the entrance. This other way is blocked off by a monster door. Here you can't move up or down. You just gotta attack the snake, right? And then here... it's just gonna kill us, and we can't move backwards because we get stuck. Oh, I see. You wait here to get the snake to move up, then you're at the right cadence. Sure. Cool. Collapsing road. Okay. So we've got another of those setups where we're gonna have to kill something while we're on top of a door, it looks like. That's likely you. So then we just need to figure out this side of the puzzle. If we go this way, that snake is always getting trapped over there. So you go this way. Sure. We get you unstuck. Kill you. I guess this wall's just to keep you from doing it in that direction? I don't know. It's an interesting idea. Okay, it looks like we have a... It's not even a parity. I was gonna say it's a parity problem. It's not even a parity problem. It's like... No, you literally can't... This is literally never going to work. So... What does that mean? You get that guy out. I see. There's a pit here, and that pit is not a useless pit. There's a reason that's not a wall. The reason that's not a wall is because you're actually not killing this monster last. You're killing one of these two last. You're getting up here, killing this monster by waiting on this square, and then you're moving over here and then killing a monster that's coming up through that pit. And the pit's necessary because otherwise you would have to be aligned with the monster for it to get in here, and then it'd be one away from you, and then you would just die for waiting. So there has to be some way to make space between you and some monster down here. So let's try that out. We have you, and I guess we're just gonna keep you. How do we get you? It's like we need... Alright, to make the most space, we start up here. We go here, we wait one. And then it kills us. Do we have a way to gain more time than that? Oh, we do. Yeah, we keep it in here. Perfect. And then you wait here. Look at that. Wild. All right, around the bend. Another of these snake escape puzzles. These are very similar, by the way, to some puzzles in the original Deadly Rooms of Death. I was for some reason I was thinking Dungeons and Dragons. I was like, no, wait, that's not the right game. They're similar to there's some like roach manipulation puzzles basically, where you have like a roach in a maze and you need to like make the roach go through the maze, potentially while you're doing something else that limits your movement in certain ways. It's a fairly common puzzle type in Drought, I would say. And there's like at least a couple floors dedicated to it. There's one floor where you like need to get the group of roaches in like a specific shape to like fit them into like a door, and then you press the door and then they all come out. And if you didn't trap them all in like the little door shape, then you don't you can't kill all the roaches to open the monster door. All right, so what do we have here? We have somebody that needs to go up, and then basically you have to go down to here at least so that he doesn't get trapped here. So that doesn't preclude either of these directions. I assume the puzzle here is which way do we go around the U. We can also just like sort of trial and error it here too. So this monster's gonna get stuck. How do we prevent that either way? This... Huh. And I'm noticing we're gonna have a problem going this way. This is just literally impossible. Like, you're always gonna get to this point, you have to hit this wall, and this guy gets trapped. That's literally never going to work. So it has to be the other way. You go... You have to open this. You have to open every single one of these. You have to open this, and this guy gets stuck. Really. I need to be able to wait here and have this guy, and then be able to go down afterwards, which isn't possible on either side of... I see. Tricky, tricky. So we start here, pull that guy down. Open this door, open that door, open you, come here, and now we can't stop moving until we get here, but that's perfectly fine, because that guy comes to us, and then we get this guy. Perfect. So that is our 3 keys. Let's backtrack back to where we entered this little dungeon. It's cool. We have a little map. Ooh, and it has layers. Cute. Oh, it's got 3D coordinates, in fact. Sure. I have a game with layers too, but I do not yet have coordinates. I might not have coordinates in my game. I think, well, one, some of my connections are not, let's say Euclidean, so I don't think it's going to work having 3D coordinates. Anyway, it looks like we've finished this little area. I wonder if, Drod has secrets? I wonder if this game has any secrets. Like, did I miss any broken walls on the outside here? It does not look like it. This is interesting that it sort of leaves a little key shadow there in case you wanted to know why the room's laid out like that, I guess, after you've beaten it. I'm gonna do a little secret hunting and then we will, this looks sort of suspicious to me, but I think this is, in perspective, this is supposed to be like the inside of the wall, not an extra set of floor, but it looks very much like an extra set of floor to me. It's kind of funny you can go in here backwards. I'm just gonna bump some walls. I sort of doubt that. So Drod has secrets, but they're almost always marked. Like it's never bump a random wall. It's bump a wall that's already, that already looks broken. So I sort of assume we're not just bumping random walls here. But this would kind of be funny if there's a secret back here, because in playing, you would never press up or down here because it would kill you. But there is nothing here. All right, great. We will keep an eye out, though. Who knows? So, we got our 3 yellow keys, and that gets us our green key. Exciting. And into the next screen. High security. Toggle door. Okay, so it looks like we have switches. That's a very Drod mechanic. We need to stand up here. The monster can stand on the door just like the player can. Also from Drod. Cool. Simple enough. And we have a pressure plate switch, sure. A lot of forced moves here. Okay, we're finally safe. Great. Then we have another setup here. Need a green key. All right. Down into the earth. Okay. We've got bomb bugs. Okay. And they've got little across here. So maybe line of sight? Sure. Oh, interesting. Ooh. Hot coals. Okay, so if I end my turn on hot coals, I blow up. Ooh! I gotta escape. Okay, so it looks like if I move into the line of sight of the beetle, it will turn. If it's not facing that direction, and if it is facing that direction, I wonder if it can turn 180 that way. How would I test that? I can't really test that in this area. I guess we'll get to test it down here. Like, can it only turn 90 degrees at a time, or can it do a 180? We'll have to find out. Okay, anyway, we trigger it twice to move towards us, and then we walk away for it to blow up. Sure. What are you doing? I don't know why you're there, but okay. Okay. So that bomb's going to explode, and explodes apparently diagonally. So the only move we can do is move down. That makes this one explode, and then we move up to escape. Okay, and the bomb, this is showing you that the bomb beetle can also go into explosion when it's diagonal from you. Sure. All right, another 3 yellow keys for a green key. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like the object of this room is to blow up this snake. We don't have another way to attack this snake through these iron fences. And it looks like it's also introducing like a grass tile that blocks line of sight. So the bug doesn't see us when we do that. Interesting. So we got to get the bug in one of these 4 spaces. I assume these bottom ones are going to be a little easier to do. So let's pull you down. Pull you this way. Whoops. Okay, so we can't ever be 2 spaces away from it. We have to be more than 2 spaces away. So maybe something like this. Pull it this way. Pull it up. Pull it this way. And then it can see it through the grate, I assume? Yes, and then we set it off. Oh, that's interesting. Why did... Oh, it did not see me in that direction. It's just that I'm within... That's right. That other room showed me that too. If I'm diagonally adjacent to it, it explodes. It doesn't have to see me to explode. It can explode from any direction. Yeah. All right. Makes sense. Let's continue on. Yeah, and so if we stop on these hot coal tiles, I'm pretty sure this exists in one of the later draws too, where you have a tile that you can't wait on. You can only move. Okay, what's the idea here? We have a snake behind a door. We have a bunch of... Whew, this is hard to parse. This is going to start to get into hard to parse draw territory for me, where I look at a screen, I'm like, I don't know exactly what you're asking of me. I mean, what this screen is asking is to get rid of all the enemies. The way I would get rid of all the enemies is... How exactly? There's going to be some problem with this guy. I assume there's going to be some problem with this guy flying down. This needs to be clear so he can fly all the way here, perhaps. Oh, I see. We're blocking this guy's sight. I need to get out of this habit of like analyzing the whole puzzle before I play it, but we need to block this guy's line of sight, because otherwise he's going to blow us up when he steps here. He's going to see us move this way and arm, and then we're going to have nowhere to go. We're just going to blow up. So we have to block line of sight with this snake, it looks like. Now, what's the first part of this puzzle? And how does this one work? I think you need to set off this bro to get his friend out. Then you do one of those to blow that up. Oh, no. But now we have a problem with this square. Okay. So I think we blew up this first guy in the wrong spot. We want the first guy here, because that lets us in. Alright, and then we need to move you. Like this. Great. Now, we do this, we wait, we move down. We move... Oh, no. How do we get... What is this? Stone brick wall with window. Okay. Okay, so I couldn't figure out how we're actually activating that bomb beetle, but I understand now. So... Oh, and the bomb beetle probably sets off... If it stops on... It'll die when it stops on a hot tile, too. Great. Okay, cool puzzle. Runway. This looks like a timer to me, but I don't know yet. Interesting. We're adding a water tile here. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the water tile. Why did you blow up? Oh, because I'm not allowed to move. Really? How's that going to work? I am allowed to move, but I'm only allowed to move up and down. If I move left or right, this guy will stop and he's going to... Well, okay, time out. Why do I need this guy down here in the first place? I've already created an interesting situation here where apparently when this guy is high up, he can't see me. It's funny. Okay, I almost need... Oh, this is weird. It's not clear to me why I need you to press... Oh, I see. I see. We're doing Drod stuff. So these are actually separate switch systems. This switch affects only these doors, and this switch only affects this door. Okay. Are these like subtly different colors, or it's just Drod rules where you have to mouse over it to know, or try it to know? Okay. Is there a symbol or anything? No. No. You just gotta know. Okay, so this is the reason we need to get this guy to move down. We need him to move down to open this gate to let us kill this snake. We need this snake up here to block us from something. Oh, to stop... Wait, how does this work again? If I do this, I can't... I see. I can't move... If I move up or I move down, I'm setting off one of these... bomb bugs, and then I have a problem. So we have to maneuver this snake out in some fashion. How does this work? We wait here. No. We press the button now. Then we... Oh no, you're following me. Oh, because you last moved left. We need you to last move up. Like here, you're following me, which is great. But here, you've last moved horizontally, which is not great. Because now you're not blocking for me. We just need to for you to block for me on one of the two sides. And I assume it's on the right side, because I have no idea how I would ever get a snake in this corner. I don't have the space, I don't have anything to be able to do that. So it's always going to be on this side. How do I get you beside... Oh, I wait, then I move... No, okay, that doesn't work. I move here, then... Wait. I wait, then move up. Oh, no. Now you're beside me, but I don't have a way to press the button in this way. How does this work? It's like, oh, what did I do? I moved up. Oh, then I moved left, and since he was moving up last, he's gonna follow me now. Okay, we've done it. No, we have not done it. We need you to be in this same state, but a square away from us. Oh no. Because this doesn't work. We're gonna press the button and then we get hit by the snake immediately. So we need... Sorry, I'm just thinking about Drod puzzles and how these relate to Drod puzzles. This element is kind of interesting. So in Drod, we can move diagonally, which like opens up the ways an enemy can attack you, which means that it's kind of hard to manipulate enemies like this. You do have a sword, so you can like put your sword in between you and the enemy to try to prevent it from progressing towards you. But in a lot of cases, it's only going to move towards you, and you don't have really a way to stop it from... you don't have a way to make it go back somewhere. In a game with only cardinal directions, a monster that's 1 square away from you will just chase you indefinitely regardless of where you go. As long as you're not doubling back, you can't get cut off. In addition, like, this sort of system where it like prefers the motion it used to be doing is really interesting, because it means that there's like a lot more manipulation that you can do. In Drod, there were enemies that like moved around to try to avoid your sword, and those were pretty manipulatable, and those were called goblins, and those goblins you use to like shove into spots with your sword. And so that's what this mechanic reminds me of, is manipulating goblins. But this is snake manipulation, and I have not yet internalized it, so it's a lot harder for me to think about. All right, we need to like reset this room. This snake needs to be at least 1 square away from... Oh, maybe it's fine if he's farther away from us. Okay, so something like this, right? Because he's gonna prefer up and down movement, and then when I hit this, he's still preferring up and down movement. This is fine because it only moves this dude 1 square. I can move up, and now we can walk back and forth on the lava. Ooh, there is some monster ordering stuff here. I wonder if snakes always go before beetles. That has a 3 on it. This has a 2 on it. I wonder if it uses the same... So this is the way Drod does it. Every monster is numbered, and either lower or higher numbered monsters go first. I assume it's lower numbered because that's what makes sense. So there's like a strict order that monsters move in. And so like if this was Drod and this snake was labeled 3 and this beetle was labeled 2, this would not work at all, because you'd move down, and then when you'd move up, the beetle would move in front of the snake because the beetle moves first. I'm not sure if that's the case, that's how this game works. It could be just that snakes move before beetles. We'll have to puzzle that out later, I suppose. Okay, and now that we've let all of the monsters go, I assume this cleanup is not that difficult. Yeah. Oops, unless you wait at the end. Great, cool puzzle. I liked it. Definitely Drod flavored, I would say. But there's like there's something really nice about the simplicity of this game. Drod has a lot of... So in Drod, you're a character with a sword that like rotates around you. There's a lot of like fiddly things with that rotating sword. Each time you rotate the sword 45 degrees, that's a turn. So there's a lot of like sword manipulation. Here, it seems more about like monster manipulation, which is kind of fun. All right. We have another puzzle. This puzzle is teaching the thing that we learned last room, which is the beetle cannot see you when he's on top of a door, which is a cute mechanic. We have a window here. We're trying to get a beetle out here to kill you. This... I don't know what this is for yet. Some sort of timer. Maybe a timer, maybe... Oh. I see. So, we can't get out of this spot. There's a problem. So, like, when we move down here, and then try to go over here, the bomb beetle's gonna kill itself. We have no way of... Yeah, we have no way of getting this bomb beetle out, because he's gonna go down... And then there's no way to get him to turn, because to get him to turn, it necessarily takes me more than 2 turns to get to the right side of him from here. There's no square that's 1 square away from this. And if it was anyway, I'd blow up the bomb beetle. So it just doesn't work. So instead, this bomb beetle is for letting this guy out. Now, problem to get this bomb beetle out, you have to stand here, because if you stand here, the bomb beetle explodes. You stand here to get the bomb beetle out, but to do that, you have to hit this switch. Now, hitting the switch is bad, because when you hit the switch, it brings this dude up, and he's not... There's no way for me to stop him from going up. There's not enough room, and he's just gonna blow up. So, you have to use the snakes. Why do we have 2 snakes? I'm not sure yet. I haven't got that far. Let's try it with 1 snake. I see. I don't see? Why are you still moving at me? I've got a snake. What? Have I not did I miss something? How about 2 snakes? Since when? What did I... Okay, did I... Is there a way to reset a room? I swear to God, that's what we did in here. The snake was... I don't know, is this a numbered thing? 2, 3, 5. It moves after the snakes. Why didn't the snake block the line of sight? What did I miss? Yeah, why doesn't this... Why doesn't that work? Huh. What did I... Is there an easy way to reset this room? I'm scared of pressing these buttons. Draw does have a system where you, like, can restore replay. I'm gonna save first. Okay, saving works. Restore replay. Oh, I see. So we can watch a replay of what we did. Is it that... So this is kind of interesting. Is it that, like... Oh, okay. So... Ooh, how do I step? Okay, I can step forwards and backwards in these replays. Incredible. Okay, so here's the key move. When I move up here, the beetle actually still moves towards me. So it's not that it's blocking line of sight. I had that incorrect. It is not blocking line of sight. The snake is just physically blocking the beetle. Okay, I understand. We incorrectly identified some of the rules there. So, what does that mean? That means we have a problem, I think. We gotta get... Ugh. What are we doing? We need to get... one of these snakes out or something? How do we get distance on you? We can't get distance on you. Let's say screw you for now. And how do you ever get this snake out? Unclear. Got a bit of a stumper here. Alright. Because I wanted to stick a snake here. Which is almost certainly what I would have had to do anyway. Like, I couldn't... This plan never works, because even if this blocks line of sight, you just waste your 2 turns killing snakes, and then it still moves after that, right? And then we just... It wouldn't work anyway. So... But realistically, there's, like, no way to get a snake... down here, is there? I assume snakes don't burn their feet on hot coals because they're flying, is my guess. But how would you ever get a snake on this tile? That's where I want the snake. The snake's on that tile, this bug doesn't suicide. And we're happy. To get a snake on that tile seems contrived. I guess it does require 2 snakes. But you just need the 2 snakes to make the... Uh-oh. We need a horizontal mover here. How do we get a horizontal mover? We needed to trail you guys this way. There we go. Now we have horizontal movers. And then you're still moving horizontally. Ooh. These are kind of wild. Okay. Oh no. We needed to keep you there. You need to come out. It's now your turn to die. We're bringing you down, brother. Now we're bringing you out. I assume beetles can see through lights? Yes. Cool. Tricky. Tricky, tricky. So yeah, so the key there was that you need the 2 snakes because they create the gap. Otherwise, you don't have a way to get a gap around this corner. Like, there's no way to make a gap with a snake around this corner. I think because of these hot cold tiles. Let me think about that. If the hot cold tiles aren't there... Yeah, then you could just wait here and get a gap, because you'd be here and they'd be there. And then you'd have a gap. But since the hot cold tiles are here, you need the 2 snakes. Fascinating. All right, cool. We have solved that branch. Let's go north. Suspiciously looks like a timer to me. All things look like timers to me. Okay, what's the idea here? What is the idea here? What are we doing? This switch lets us get... What in the world? Okay, so this... This switch toggles these 3 doors. This switch toggles these 2 doors. We somehow need to hit this switch to let the snake out. How do we ever do that? I'm assuming bomb beetles can activate switches, but how do you get a bomb beetle on this square? The only way I know how to move bomb beetles is to be in their line of sight. Ooh, here's a monster movement test here. Yeah, so you see how all these are in order, 1 to 5? It could mean that this one always moves before the rest of them. Is there an easy way to test this? Actually, nope. We need you to move down 2, then you over here. Now, if we move here, and my hypothesis is correct, Bomb Beetle 1 will stay here, and only Bomb Beetle 2... Okay, well, we don't know yet until this turns, so that turns. And then, now when we wait, if Bomb Beetle 2 moves after Bomb Beetle 1, then Bomb Beetle 1 will try to move, fail, and then this one will move, and there'll be a space between them. Yes, okay. So the numbers beside the Bomb Beetles are the order they move in. Fantastic. Now for this puzzle. Yeah, what's the idea here? Can bomb beetles, like, blow up... They can't blow up those. Oh! The bomb beetle blows up this, which lets us In. Yeah, that'll let us in. Okay. I believe that is our mission. And to do that, I assume we need some sort of diagonal line up here. How does... Oh, no. This is already a mess. Okay, let's put... I think we need to... No, because we need to end up here. Do we need to pull these beetles one at a... Like, we need to pull them more one at a time, huh? Oh, that's interesting. Right, they don't get to move the turn that they reorient themselves. Is there an easier way to get this to line up? Ugh. I do not like this. Basically, I'm trying to make a diagonal line, right? Because then I can set this off by stepping here. I move here. I then have access to this switch that I can... So really I need to like turn you back up this way so that you don't screw me when you go back down. And then here, I need to like step here to turn you so that, again, you don't screw with me. I need you guys to come over. I need you to face this way. This is so awkward. See, that's what I was afraid of. I guess we can just move you back. Ooh, I really hate this puzzle. I don't like this at all. Yeah, I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Top 1 worst puzzle in this game so far. Alright, let me... Come on, man. Is there an easier way to do that? There's gotta be. Yeah, okay, what if I try this? You pull them all out in a line. Then you just pull them down the amount that you want them pulled down, right? See, this is why I hate this puzzle, is because it's very easy for me to overcomplicate. There we go. Jesus. Thank you. Get me out. Choreography. Thank God that wasn't as fiddly as I thought it was going to be. Ugh. The choreography. Okay, what is going on here? We got a lot of trapdoors that are essentially just telling us we can only go one way. We have switches that do what exactly? We have switches that... this is like a lock and key puzzle. A lock and key puzzle? What am I saying? A combination lock? We need the beetles to open the doors in this order. This one first. Then this one. While we're over here. Well, we clearly can't do that in order because this one is last down here. So basically, these... So this one needs to be the closest one. It actually can be in order. It has to work out because otherwise... Yeah, so let's just... I mean, I don't know what I'm saying, but okay. This needs to be here. That's clear. This one needs to be here, so we don't have much wiggle room there. We'd rather just start on this side. That's so much easier. Okay, where do you go? You go here. You go here. You go here. You go here. And then my boy here goes there. And I got nervous for a second because I was like, these guys are going to move, but they're not going to move. They're all going to just turn to me. Perfect. So now we have the setup that we needed. Now, is this puzzle trivial at this point? Yes. Because we step here. Do you die in water, by the way? Puzzle's not trivial. How do we set these guys off? Oh no. Oh! Those are hot tiles. Okay, fine. Puzzle's trivial. Yeah, and like I suspected, it just had to work out. Like, I didn't have to care about how I needed to move up and down on this side, because if these were laid out any other, like, in a way where this was impossible, you wouldn't be able to manipulate it in a way that would let you do it over here, I think. I don't know. That's it. You guys can check the math for that at home. But I was fairly confident that I did not have to worry about the second half of that puzzle. And I was correct. All right, so what do we have going on here? We've got blocks, sure. We've got a bomb beetle. What's this about? How do you ever kill this bomb beetle? What the hell? Oh, he's like scared of the block. Huh? Oh, I see. It's a monster block. You need to kill the block. We can kill you by pushing you in the water? Huh? How do we kill you? Is there multi-push? There's not multi-push. I see. We use you as a bridge, and then we can kill you on that. Interesting. Interesting, we have a new mechanic for this. Like, I'm pretty sure there were not new mechanics in these other two. Oh, this is cute. All the maps are on the same map. Fun. It's like a Zelda. It's like OG Zelda, where all the dungeons had to fit in the 8x8 grid, or 16x8 grid. Cute. Well, that makes sense why there's a 3D coordinate then. All right, so we're playing with monster blocks. We've got a bro here. Clearly they need to end here. That lets you out. And that's one way. Okay, I see. This is like a choo-choo rocket. We use the monster blocks to scare that we have. So the only thing we can do here is step on here to get the beetle out. But once we're here, all the beetle can do is move towards us. Not good. We need the beetle here to let us out. We need to kill the beetle to get through this door. And to kill the beetle, we need to let the beetle out. And to let the beetle out, we have to step here. And stepping here gets us trapped. So we now have a new problem. The new condition for this puzzle to be beat is to open this door. To open this door, you got to get the beetle here to blow this up. So we take the monster blocks and we use them to... I assume you can't see the monster block in the grass. What is that guy doing up here? So I want this guy down here, I think. We want... That's an interesting question. What happens when he's scared by 2 blocks? Does he... I wonder if he... So he might care about the closer one, perhaps? This solution doesn't work. We need you here. And then we put you here. There we go. And now we've got a choo-choo rocket. And... oh, now it's monster block cleanup. Oh, I gotta put you on here. Every square used. Cool. We have a heated pool. Okay. This looks like a timer to me. This is essentially a contraption that says you can't go across this bridge more than twice without killing the beetle. You need the beetle to hit the switch to open... Wait, to what? Why do we need that? What's under this door? Is there something under the... Oh, because we use the block to get this guy out then. Huh. I was trying to figure out how you're killing this beetle. The only way you kill this beetle is you make a bridge to him. The only place you can make a bridge to him is here. So that part's good. We need to press this button. To press this button, we need to make the beetle move this way. To make the beetle move that way, we need a monster block. Now, there seems to be a problem here, because if we put the monster block here, and then I leave, the monster block dies. Beetle is still there. But we have a different problem. If I cross the bridge... Oh, we don't lose... I was thinking we lost a space, but no, it takes a turn for the beetle to turn around. So we actually gain a space each time we push this block across. Cute. Then we push the monster block in. We set off the beetle. And then we do one of these. Get the beetle dead. Cool. Alright, and that should be... That was only 2 yellow keys. Did I forget about a key? I forgot to pick up the key in that room. Very good. Great. These key types, by the way, remind me of Tower of Tactical Nexus. There we go. We got there. They remind me of Tactical Nexus. Tactical Nexus, a game famous for having colored keys. Alright, and so that was the first 2 little, I mean, I don't know what you'd call those, dungeons, I guess. Bongbo Cavern. Was this other one have a name? I assume it did. The Snake Pit, of course. So yeah, a couple little, dungeons here. This, so far, has been pretty linear. I wonder if it's going to open up a bit later. Or if it's just a series of dungeons, that's cool too. Alright, well, that was, I think, probably a good place to stop. We'll pick it up next time with what's behind this green door. See you then.